Business owners, would you like a virtual assistant between $4 and $7 an hour, but you don't know how to do this? You don't know where to find them, how to hire them, how to train them, how to pay them, how to monitor your screen, how to keep them accountable, how to keep all of your systems safe. Dave Z, Leverage Agent. I have been working with virtual assistants for 8 years, and I've done it every different way you can do it. Hired a big company, did it on my own, found what I think is a perfect blend that I want to talk to you about. So I am going to share with you videos of my staff, and I got to meet them in person in Southeast Asia. And I want you to watch these and see how we interact. And if you have any skepticism or reservations about virtual assistants, watch these videos. I'm gonna have my director of operations, I'm gonna have my executive assistant, I'm gonna have one of my CRM managers, I'm gonna have my videographer. I encourage you to watch these if you're exploring virtual assistants. They will change your life. It will allow you to scale your business at an affordable rate. I have anywhere from $4 an hour to $7 an hour, and it's hard to find that quality of labor in America for that price. Obviously, you can't do it. So what I'm offering in these videos is a chance to kind of peek behind the curtains and get to see them as people, not just virtual assistants, thousands and thousands of miles away, but see how we interact together. And if you want to explore a virtual assistant, I am going to offer you a free 30-day trial. Work with one of our VAs for 30 days. We'll help you find them, hire them, train them, onboard them. If after 30 days this doesn't work, you don't pay, but try it. It changed my life. You know my story. It allowed me to take all my American expenses and get rid of them, move it overseas, and that's what's allowed me to grow my business. So watch these videos, get to know them, and then click the link to do a free meeting with me, and we will identify where do you need a virtual assistant, what would be your first hire, what should you pay them, and then we'll make it happen for you, and it's gonna be free for 30 days. Watch these videos. I hope it changes your life. They changed my life. I look forward to seeing them again when I go back over to Southeast Asia, but virtual assistants are gonna be the key to your freedom in your real estate business, in your roofing business, in your plumbing business, whatever small business you have. International labor is going to be the biggest difference maker.
All right, so now I am with Allysa, who I say one of my favorite things of being on this trip is getting to meet your daughter. She is so sweet. And so tell me about your daughter.
She's sweet, really. She is kind, but she is sometimes hard-headed. Like yesterday when we went to the temples, it's really hot here in Thailand. So that's why she's irritable.
I was hungry. I was tired. I was sweaty. So I just grabbed her a couple times, like I'll just hold her because I've got, 5 kids and I know how hard it can be. But Luna is her name and she's 2. She's 3. She's so sweet. How has life been as a virtual assistant, especially having now a 3-year-old? How has that been? Now, first of all, let's start over. How long have you been a virtual assistant?
I've been a virtual assistant since I've joined the Dave Z Home team since 2023, April.
Also about 1.5 years. And now, so you had life before with a baby. And now life since. Tell me some changes working virtually, good, bad. So let's start with the bad. What's been bad about it?
First, it was really hard because of the sleep schedule of my daughter. I work nights and she wants to be with me. I'm sitting on the chair. She only wants to hug me while she sleeps. But then as time passed by, she understood that I have to work. So she sleeps alone in the bed. But our bed's
they're close.
They're close. The computer and the bed, so I can still watch her.
Hard to do when you have to drive into a job, right? And I work from home, right? And I have 5 kids, and they'll come into my office like it's their playroom. Like, hey, Dad's working. So it happens, right, virtually and in person. But being there is so key, and that's what I got to do is when I didn't go into the office and I could work from home, how much better connected I was as a dad. So what are some of the positives since you've been a virtual assistant?
I started to live on our own.
Ooh, okay. So where were you living before?
I lived with my parents. It was hard because I had to do all the chores. I had to...
So you were an adult. But you were being treated like a child, maybe?
Yeah.
Because you're working virtually, you've been able to go get your own home.
Yeah, I've had my peace of mind when I've started living on my own.
It's amazing. What was life like when you were younger? What did your parents do?
My mom was a housewife because I have my younger siblings. And my dad is an OFW, overseas Filipino worker.
An OFW means they leave. They don't work virtually. So that's a lot of sacrifice to go make some more money. They have to leave their family behind.
Yeah. Yes.
How much school did you do?
I've only finished second year college.
And you speak very good English and Tagalog.
They teach English in our school. That's why we Filipinos know how to speak English.
Yeah, you all speak great English. I hear that a lot. Well, what about the English and what about the accent? Everybody I work with probably speaks better English than a lot of people I know in our country. Tell me, if you were me and you own a business in America, what would be the biggest benefit of having somebody work virtually in the Philippines? What do you think?
As a Filipino, we're known being hardworking. We'd rather work than go to events, than go to nightclubs. We have to make a living, so that's why we'd rather work.
I like that. I would attest to that. Very hardworking, very trustworthy. What would be your biggest advice for somebody who wants to become a virtual assistant? They want to do what you're doing. What would be your biggest advice to them?
I advise that they find also a trustworthy boss and a kind one, because working virtually with a different race is really hard when you don't know what their attitude is, how they work with people.
Yeah. So both the employer and the virtual assistant, we both kind of share a lot of the same fears. We worry, right? We're not familiar. Well, thank you. It's been a great year and a half. I've enjoyed having you work with me a lot, and I look forward to a lot more. So thank you. I appreciate you. Okay.